Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for part 3 for 2023. We're going to jump right in here and we're going to look at houses 9 through 12. And these are obviously the last 4 houses. But in your 9th house of travel, wisdom, higher learning, you have the To the Sea card. So some of you literally could be traveling. With the Ten of Pentacles here, you could be traveling to find a better place to live. The Ten of Pentacles has like a happy home and a happy family on it. It's kind of similar to the Ten of Cups, which, is the card of happy home, happy family, Gemini. So some of you might be traveling for those reasons. You could also just be learning something new. That To the Sea card just says you could be kind of exploring some new things. And what I would say is if you're learning something new with the Ten of Pentacles, look at all these tens, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups. But if you're learning something new with the Ten of Pentacles, I would say that there's a lot of success and abundance in whatever you're learning. I mean, literally, the Ten of Pentacles is also an amazing card for wisdom. It is the card of hidden or secret knowledge, the Ten of Pentacles. And if we look at this card, there's this older man here. There's a couple of ways you can read the Ten of Pentacles, but one way is that he's a beggar who's come to this family bringing them a gift. He kind of represents a person who has nothing to give, giving them something. So what the hell does that mean? It basically means that some of you, it's like if you're trying to become more successful in any area of your life, there might be some information that exists, but it might be from like an unlikely source. It might be from like a person you don't agree with. It might be from a TV show that you don't watch. It might be from a TV show that you are watching. It might be information in a book that you've thought about reading but haven't read. So it kind of represents needing to look for information about whatever it is that you want to learn. So definitely a card of learning, and it's a card that guarantees success as well. So if you do learn, you will be successful. You also have the Four of Pentacles. I definitely feel it would be a good time for you to leave a comfort zone. Like if you want to travel or move, this is the house of travel, and maybe you're uncomfortable traveling or things like that. Like I travel a lot, but I'm a Pisces and I'm a true Pisces. Every time I go on vacation, anytime I travel somewhere, I just want to go home the whole entire time, right? So I totally get it, Gemini. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you just want to stay home. Maybe you don't want to go anywhere. Totally understand. But I feel like this is saying it might be a good year for you to kind of broaden your horizons. Might be a good year for you to explore some new things. I think that's true for learning as well. Like if you want to learn anything new, that same thing. Maybe you are learning about things that make you uncomfortable. Sometimes I think if we just don't know something about something, it can make us uncomfortable. It could be about anything, right? But then when we learn about it, then we can understand it better. So don't be afraid to learn if you want to. You have the Nine of Cups here as well. I feel like there's just a lot of fulfillment and joy coming in for you. We even see it going this way here. It's kind of funny that I said vacation because you go to the Ten of Wands and your career house to the Ten of Cups with the sun right next to it. So some of you, I'm wondering if you just need some you time, like some time to yourself this year. Maybe you need to take a break from work and just get out of your head or whatever the case may be. I think it would be a great time for you to just have a vacation. With the Nine of Cups, you have this generosity card. Love it. I kind of feel like the universe wants to be generous to you this year. I feel like the universe is very supportive of you this year and is, just kind of bringing in a lot of joy and abundance into your life. So I almost feel like this is just saying the universe is kind of being generous to you. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have this publicity card. There is a ton of attention this year. We have Pluto going into Aquarius. As far as I'm concerned, this is like the beginning of the, Aquarius energy. I would be trying to get as much attention as you possibly can. You definitely get messages like this with me frequently. So if you're trying to grow a business, if you're trying to find love, if you're trying to find anything, I would try to get more attention. This also, if you live somewhere where maybe you live in a town of 17 people, obviously you're going to have a hard time finding a person to date, right? If you only have 17 people to choose from. So for some of you, maybe you need to move. Maybe you need to change your location. Same thing with work. It's like maybe where you live just sucks, right? And maybe you just need to find a new location. It's kind of popping into my head. But you do have the sun here. I think there's a lot of positive attention for you this year. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the acquisition card. A lot of people have been getting love in the 9th house as well, which is interesting. It kind of says about 900 things to me. Number one, we could all be meeting someone from a distance. I obviously don't think that's true for everyone, but I also think that we could be, maybe we're just like learning new things about love. Maybe we're learning new things about different types of people, and that could be bringing love into our lives as well, right? And so I kind of feel like we're just kind of, maybe everyone is just kind of broadening their horizons in love in a good way, and I feel like it's a good thing. Could be acquiring a very successful relationship by doing that. Next in your 10th house, you have this mouse card. It says tend to the small things. 10th house has to do with career, fame, long-term goals, things like that. I would definitely pay attention to the small details. This card kind of reminds me of preparing. As far as your finances are concerned as well, it might be a good time to just like kind of save a little bit, have a little bit on the side. As I say to everyone, I wouldn't be paranoid about this. It's just something I would think about. I would just think about having a little bit of extra cash on the side, or whatever. I really feel it's a year of opportunity, and that's why I feel like the universe keeps saying, like, have some extra money. It's like, you never know. There could be an investment that comes up that could make you a bunch of money. There could be some opportunity to travel, and if you don't have the money, you're not going to get the opportunity. Maybe you need a vacation, but if you don't have the money, you're not going to go on the vacation. So I feel like this is kind of like saying, save the extra money for an opportunity. You have the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the Justice card, the 10 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands here. It's almost like there's I kind of feel like you feel like a breath of fresh air here in career or work or business, whatever it is that you have. Even if you're retired, you still probably have some long-term goals as well. So I feel like there are like new things that you want to accomplish in your life. And I feel like the Ace of Wands is saying, do it. You have a lot of cards of inspiration here. I mean, if we look at this reading, it's crazy. You have this card, you have the Page of Wands, Three of Wands, Sun, the Fool. These are all cards of like enthusiasm, inspiration, of moving towards things that you desire. And I feel like these could be long-term goals that make you feel very motivated, that get you up in the morning. So I definitely would start working on these things. I feel like there are some responsibilities that you're examining in your life as well. These could be career or work responsibilities, of course, in the 10th house. But for some of you, I feel like they feel like a burden. I do feel like some of you are trying to get rid of these things, especially with that mouse spirit. These could be certain things that you have to do in work that are just like annoying. I talk about this all the time, that back in 2016, 2017, we had Saturn in Capricorn, which is kind of like the beginning of the start of maybe the breakdown of things that aren't efficient. Saturn in Capricorn wants efficiency. And so it's like if we're doing things that aren't efficient, then Saturn in Capricorn is going to get rid of those things. It's funny that during those years we had Trump as president. And again, I'm not making a statement about presidents. I don't support any president. So for those of you that think I support anyone, you're wrong. But number two, what I would say is during that time, whether you agree with it or not, I don't care. Don't leave a comment. I'm going to delete it if you do. During that time, he got rid of a bunch of laws. He got rid of a bunch of bureaucracy, right? So it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is that astrologically, it fits in. The thing is we're kind of coming back around to this energy. We're not going back to Saturn and Capricorn for a while now, for a long time. But what I'm saying is, a lot of this energy is going to be being revisited over the next several years. And, on a personal level, a lot of us could be getting rid of things that just waste our time. It could be a job where maybe we have too much paperwork to fill out. Maybe we have, maybe our boss makes us jump through hoops for no freaking reason. And so you could be looking for a job where you don't have to do that. You could be getting a raise or a promotion. You could be taking your boss's job, and you could be the one that changes it. So, we're entering into Pluto and Aquarius, which I keep saying is, Pluto. A lot of people, it's funny, think that Pluto and Aquarius is like the collective, which is definitely true. We're going to see a lot of changes in the collective, for a lot of people. But I also feel it's individual as well, the opposite, right? And, I think we're going to see a lot of people that are like stepping up, because the thing is that Aquarius needs inspiration. And, it's like, basically, I think we're going to see people be inspirational, and, that will inspire the collective. And you could be one of those people for sure. You have the Justice card as well. So I feel like things are balancing out in your career is what this is saying. Career, business, whatever it is that you do. It's like things are kind of becoming more even, a little bit more fair, a little bit more focused. And sorry, I just dropped all the cards, except I didn't. So let's see here, Gemini. Let's see what is going on for you. With the Justice card, you have this Revenge card. If you've been dealing with any problems in career or business, I feel like these things could be actually being resolved. Like, maybe you had a problem at work, a problem with a boss, a problem with sexual harassment, any of that stuff. I would say that this, to me, I don't think it has to do with revenge. I feel like it's saying you're getting justice if you went through that. With the Ten of Wands, you have this Inheritance card. Some of you, I feel, it's like you inherited some responsibilities. It could be anything. Maybe, you're taking care of your best friend's parrot or something like that. I don't know. But, I feel like it's a big responsibility. So some of you are looking at some of the responsibilities you have inherited. And I feel like you're saying, like, do I want these responsibilities? Are they important? Are they efficient? Or are there more efficient ways to do things? This is why we get annoyed, is so that we can become more efficient, right? And that's kind of like the feeling I get for you, Gemini, where you're looking at things and you're saying, like, I think I should be more efficient. I feel like I should maybe, get rid of some of this extra stuff that I'm doing. With the Ace of Wands, here you go. You have this Principles card, like literally all about your principles, your morals, your ethics, your values. And I feel some of you are kind of going back to that in the area of career or your long-term goals. And you're making sure that you're doing things like the right way is what I'm getting here. Next, in your 11th house, you have this Comfort card. It says, your income is steady and living comfortably. Love it. Keep raising the bar and get out of your comfort zone. Every single person I've read for this year has had comfort zone cards. It says, you won't always feel alone. You're attracting a soul tribe. Amazing. The 11th house has to do with your community, groups of people, things like that, your social group. So obviously you could be attracting a soul tribe. Literally, that's what the 11th house is about. And literally, you have this card here. So I definitely feel it's a great year for you to join, community groups, for you to socialize with people. You have the Ten of Cups, which is a card of your community, Gemini. So anything you want to do with people in your life who are important to you. Could also be new people. You could be discovering new people who are important to you as well. I've been saying it for a long time that I really believe teamwork makes the dream work. We're entering into a time of co-creation. Pluto and Aquarius. Like, working together with other people is going to make you more money. I always say you don't have to, like, have a business partner. You don't have to necessarily work together with people, but at least, like, if you're creating things that you put out into the world, you're co-creating. When you create art, when you just create something like a YouTube video, if it inspires another person, you're co-creating. So, anything you can do to co-create with other people, I think would be very profitable and successful for you with this energy, obviously. You have the Page of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. Again, I do feel like you are feeling more social this year with the Ten of Cups, like wanting to spend time with people. The Ten of Cups is also a card of fortune after difficulty, and the 11th house has a lot to do with luck. So I do feel like for some of you, this could be saying that your luck is changing. Is it really luck? I would say maybe not. I don't know, but I feel it's more like saying you're overcoming some challenges that you've been going through. You have the Three of Wands here. Three of Wands kind of says, like, what are you waiting for? The 11th house also has to do with the future, and I feel like you're expanding and you're wanting to expand. I feel like the future is expanding, so I would expand with the future. I wouldn't stay small. I literally feel that this card is saying you need to do things that make you feel big. Maybe this could be literally, but it could also be figuratively. It's like, what things fill you with energy? What things inspire you? Again, inspiration is a big word here in your reading that keeps coming up. So, what things make you feel expansive, like you're growing? What things make you feel like you're making progress? I would do more of those things. And, I feel like that will help you expand with the future. You also have the Page of Wands here. Page of Wands is a card that's come up for like everyone. Again, I really feel we're in a time where we have to follow our inspirations as well. Again, Pluto and Aquarius, inspiration. Aquarius is a star card. So that's not the only thing, of course, that it represents. But if there are things that you feel inspired to do, I don't care what it is, I would do it. I would get moving on the things that you feel inspired to do. Could be to like start a business. Could be to go join a new community group, or whatever. It's like those are the places we're going to find the things that we want. So it's like if you want love, for example, you might feel inspired to go take a cooking class or something, and you can meet the love of your life by doing that. You never know. So I would follow your inspirations. With the Page of Wands, you have the Charity card. Again, I feel like the universe is being very generous to you. I also feel like you are the one, you are kind of like feeling very generous as well. And because of this, I feel like you're just kind of getting good energy. It's like when we're generous, and then the universe is generous, and we get more generous energy. So it's kind of like you're creating this like a very positive feedback loop with the universe. And I feel like this is what's creating a lot of success for you here, Gemini. With the Three of Wands, you have this choice card. I do feel like some of you have some choices. Again, with the Three of Wands, he's standing at the top here, and those ships, most people say the ships are coming in. Definitely could be true, but the ships could also be going out. They might be, going away from him, and he might need to get on those ships so that he can go towards the future. The choices card, I feel like, is saying we all have choices in life, and, this right here, it kind of looks like the justice card, this scale. So again, justice. I would listen to cause and effect. When you put energy into something, how does it make you feel? Could be a relationship, a business, a group of people in the 11th house. Could be a choice for your future. How does it feel? Does it lead to expansion, or does it lead to you shrinking and becoming smaller? I would pay attention to those things, and those are the decisions I would make, the expansive decisions. With the Ten of Cups, you have this discovery card. I feel like you're discovering a lot about yourself through other people. That's literally what I feel like saying here, Gemini. That's pretty deep, if you ask me. But I feel like you could be maybe kind of joining some groups or spending more time with people, and you might be learning about yourself through those people. And again, I feel like that could be very beneficial for you this year. At the end here, for your 12th house, you have this child card and this pathway card. The 12th house has to do with like endings, closures, closure, hidden things that are hidden, things that you're releasing, stuff like that. And it kind of makes sense that the pathway card is coming up, because the 12th house can kind of be new beginnings as well. It's like, obviously, if there's an ending, there's probably a new beginning. So I feel like some of you are kind of having a new beginning. It's interesting as well that this child card comes up. Some of you, of course, could be dealing with children, or you could have children. But I also feel like you're tapping more in to your inner child. You could be expressing some things that you've wanted to do for your whole entire life with this energy. You have the Fool, the Five of Swords, and the Sun. You could be walking away from something, or you could be experiencing some sort of ending with the Five of Swords, but it kind of looks to me like you're choosing the ending that you're having with the Five of Swords. It's like he's choosing to walk away here. This guy here, he's been through all the stages of battle. He's experienced all the stages of loss as well, and he's choosing to walk away. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be choosing some sort of ending in your life this year. But look, you have the Fool, which is literally the card of a new beginning, a very exciting new beginning as well. So I feel like there's a lot of excitement. The other thing that's standing out to me is he's got this white rose right here. And white roses in the tarot, they represent purity. They represent like pure intentions, or just purity in general. And I feel like some of you could be kind of like starting over this year. I don't even think you're waiting it's not like you're waiting all year for this. I feel like you're entering into this year with very pure intentions, and I feel like this is a good thing. You also have the Sun. So obviously there's a lot of happiness coming in for you. It is kind of interesting as well, because I do feel like some of you, and by the way, your inner child right here on this card, but I do feel like there could be some truths that are being revealed to you. The 12th house is like secrets or hidden truths, right? Things that are hidden, but it's almost like things are being exposed here. The funny thing is if there are any truths that are being exposed to you, it's like, I feel like you had a hunch at the very least. Like if this, it could be any truth. It could be any, it doesn't even, I'm not even saying this is like love. It could be anything. I feel like you are feeling a sense of justice because of this truth, but I feel like you at the very least had a hunch that something was going on, or it's like you maybe intuitively you kind of knew the truth about a situation, and you might be getting the truth, but like I said, I feel like you already kind of like knew the truth in a situation. It's just that simple. I would be careful. I would say you have the Justice card, Revenge, Choices, which is kind of like Justice. Sorry, I thought I switched the camera. Justice, Revenge, Three of Wands, Choices, Sun. It's kind of like saying to me that someone from, maybe like if you're dealing with a third party or something like that, someone could be trying to get revenge, but I don't know. I think there will be justice. I wouldn't worry about it. With the Fool card, you have this Endurance card. I'm wondering if you're being rewarded for not giving up. I feel like you've stuck with things in life for a very long time, and I kind of feel like the universe is rewarding you with a new beginning. Could be in love. That's the first time I've gotten love in your reading, or maybe I got it over here, but With the Five of Swords, you have this restlessness card. Some of you could be ending situations due to restlessness. Actually, normally I would say that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing in your reading. I think you're ready for change this year is basically what it's saying. With the Sun card, you have this originality card. I feel like you're waking up to some kind of like new ideas. And again, Aquarius. So, this is true for everyone. I feel like everybody is probably waking up to new ideas, new opportunities. And I don't know, I think it'll just lead to probably success for you in general, Gemini. We're going to pull 5 things now. I'm going to see if I missed anything. You have this box card. It says you will receive a gift. What's really interesting is there's like all these decks basically have a gift card. Pretty much every single person I've read for has had a gift card this year. So, or in this part 3 reading. So I think that there could just be like a lot of gift energy in, like abundance in the universe. You have this boot card. It says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. I definitely feel there are a lot of achievements coming in for you. I feel there's a lot of success for you in general, Gemini. I feel like you are definitely going to be one of the signs that's very successful this year if you put the work in. You have this grasshopper. It says situation in the balance that requires careful handling. No, I feel like you're leaving a situation that is in the balance. I feel like you've maybe felt like Humpty Dumpty for too long, especially it's popping into man as like a third party. And I only think this is for a few of you. I'm going to pull another card because I literally feel that this only applies to some of you. And I feel like some of you are have chosen to end a situation. Look at this. You have this throne card. It says position of authority. See, I feel for those of you that chose to walk away from a third party this year, 2022, going into 2023, obviously we're going into 2023. We got like 2 days left, people. I feel like it's almost like you are being anointed. I feel like the universe has seen what you have done and they're kind of blessing you. For the rest of you, if that is not your story, I feel like you could be earning this authority through making efficient decisions. It's like the universe is seeing that you're cutting out the crap, and because of it, it's like you're being blessed. Love it. You have this stork card. It says news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Child, the sun. I was getting something about birth. Some of you could be having children, but this could also be the birth of something new, obviously, like a new business or something like that. You also have this firecracker. It says excitement on it, and I do feel there's a lot of excitement and enthusiasm here as well. But Gemini, this is a really good reading. I love this. So thank you for being here, Gemini. I really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your year.